Hey folks, Tim Newman with Soft Light Studios bringing you yet another daily assignment. Today's assignment for August 16th, 2019. Our assignment today is titled Corn. While this assignment may seem corny, the images, I assure you, won't be. Corn is a hallmark of the summer season, and right now, corn is at its peak. I've had a few ears myself lately. So go out and capture some compelling corn images today. Let's take a look at our sample images. Now, here's some really great looking sweet corn all lined up and ready to be cooked. I don't even know that I would need to cook it. If we could just drizzle some hot butter on that, I would be all set. I like the diagonal lines here. I love the patterns in the little niblets of corn on each of these corn cobs here. And I love the working of the green and the yellows here. And just that little touch of the crate on the outside. I think nicely done picture in terms of color set and the alignment of the corn in the frame. In this next sample image, we've just moved on and we've taken those ears of corn, we've peeled them, we've cut the ends off, and we've roasted them. So I think you could actually do this photo shoot assignment as a progression. And if the next frame were ears of corn that were all eaten, well, we would get the whole story. No, these guys are all cooked. They're ready to go, and they look great. And what I think is really cool here is the low angle point of view, kind of making the corn larger than life in the scene. Real division of thirds from top to bottom. Nice middle field focus and minimal depth of field. And again, color set is really controlled here, and I think the background being out of focus is offering us a little bit of bouquet, but really setting the corn as the subject off in the frame. All right, let's take a look at some of the elements of design here that we care about. Shapes are really, really important with corn. That's how we know it's corn. And of course, lines come with that, but the shapes, I think, are what you want to focus on. Patterns. Corn is just all about patterns. You open it up that way and it says, hey, I'm a pattern shot waiting for you. And last but not least, I think the color set really helps here. Make sure that the yellow and the green of the corn match with the rest of the scene around it. Let's take a look at some more sample images. This girl right here, I can see her eating 4 ears of corn, no doubt about it. And she's got them all picked out and ready to go. Again, a little bit of that rule of thirds going on here, but that middle line focal point, which we see as a great way to kind of work around that rule of thirds when you want to. Color set, again, here managed really, really nice. It's basically a collection of greens, yellows, and tans, if you will. A really, really controlled color set here that I think does a good job in this image. In our next image, well, this is Americana at its finest. Farmers bringing their corn in from the field. And I think it's pretty cool. I love the touches in the outfits, those little splashes of color that go in there. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed this, but those reds are fantastic complementary colors for those greens out there in the field. So no mistake there. I think that was done really nicely. One last image for us here. Little purple Indian corn, or maize, as our Native American brethren call it. And I really like the pattern in this shot. I like the middle field focus running down the center and falling off to the top and the bottom. Definite leaning towards the rule of thirds there, no doubt about it. And the out of focus background works really well in drawing the viewer's eye right to the rows of corn kernels there. All right, let's take a look at our elements of design here. Balance. Tonal balance, I think, is evident in a lot of these pictures. Subject balance makes a good second place winner there. Rule of thirds demonstrated in the vast majority of those shots in one fashion or another. And your perspective is definitely going to control how these scenes look. I mean, look at the picture of the guys carrying the basket of corn versus the picture of the row of purple corn. Really, really clear that perspective is king in those shots and is making those shots come together. All right, one last slide for you. Here are our rules for exporting images for the semi-monthly image critique and an example name and naming standard. If none of this makes sense to you, take a look at our Update 01 video, for which there is a link in the description below. Also, the upload URL is a clickable link down below in the description, so you don't have to type all those characters. And while we're talking about links, don't forget that subscribe button. Best link on the page, I assure you. All right, folks, get out there and find some corn near you today. And remember, while you're out there shooting that corn, learning equals skills. Practice equals mastery. We'll see you out there.